Politeenquiries, Adelaide, George de Bell's Swan Song for the World Cup. Ross asks, is Ireland's elimination a blow to getting associates in the 2019 World Cup? Would have helped, would have sent a very strong statement if they'd actually won and got through, wouldn't it?
I don't know what more they can do, really. They've beaten two full member test nations, which is two more than England. They overachieved, I think. And the point is not to judge the associates necessarily just on their results, because what they're saying is they need more opportunities so they can improve. So just saying that they've all been knocked out pretty early, I don't really think is particularly fair or understands the problem.
I think, and also the associates have been very strong together across the board with Afghanistan, the others as well, and Scotland, in using every opportunity to hammer the point home. Peter Miller asks, Steve Harmison wants to put Vaughan in charge of England. Thoughts?
Is that Steve Harmison and Michael Vaughan who both work with ISM? Come on, Harmy, you're better than that. Look, Michael Vaughan has a lot of positive qualities, a lot of knowledge, but I think for the integrity of the game, you can't have business interests that might be seen as a conflict of interest. That's all.
Alina says, in what way do you think Pakistan might be having an edge over Australia? Well,
Super haircuts,
and they've got one more left-arm bowler.
Pakistan have an amazing bowling attack that could, on their day, shock Australia, but I think Australia are favourites, aren't they?
I definitely think they're favourites. I hope Irfan's buttocks are better so that he can play.
Pray for Irfan's buttocks. It's a big problem. Irfan's buttocks are about the same size as Ireland. Did you know that?
Michael says, will we see meaningful change in English cricket as a result of this farce, or will it be another squandered opportunity?
Yes, I think this time, genuinely, first time ever, I believe stuff's going to happen. Do you want to know what? I think that...
Tell me.
I think they're going to cut the county championship programme. I'm not that keen on that personally, but I think that one day cricket will change. I think there's going to be a cut in the number of employees at the ECB. I think there's going to be more of an emphasis on quality than quantity. The 2020 competition in England will change. I don't think it will go to franchises. Anyway, yeah, I think they're really shaken by this. It's not, you can't dismiss this as a one-off. It's been an embarrassingly bad state of affairs over a number of World Cups, and I think everyone in English cricket is united in wanting it to change. Yeah.
Praveen asks, who should India be rooting for in the quarterfinal to play in the semis on a slow Sydney track, Australia or Pakistan? One thing, never ever talk about rooting for a side in Australia. I just want to point that out right now.
It means something very different here.
Yes, it
Listen,
does.
what's the record of India and Pakistan in World Cups? Yeah. It's not flattering to Pakistan, is it? So clearly,
definitely,
they would rather be playing Pakistan. Pakistan are dangerous too. So
Australia have been beating India all summer as well, so they'll feel pretty good about it. It's a different Indian side, but
I'd be pretty surprised if Australia and New Zealand went to the final.
Knuckles says, whose England's test spot is most vulnerable to a hypothetically unsacked and in-form Kevin Pietersen?
It's a good question. Look, I wouldn't think he's got that many opportunities to get back into the test side, but you're not surely telling me that England's ODI or T20 side are so incredibly strong that there's no room for England's highest ever international run scorer. I reckon he'll be at the World 2020 in India next year. There's a little bet. Okay, do you want to bet on that?
Sure. How much?
I bet you my firstborn child.
She's a very nice girl. Okay.
Easy come, easy go.
Harsha says,
Sure.
Jadeja and Ashwin haven't been put to the test with the bat yet. Will that affect India in the knockouts?
Talk about making a negative of a positive. So India batted so well that they haven't needed to use their sort of lower middle order. And that's a bad thing? Come on now.
Tanvir asks, is Ireland's poor bowling responsible for their exit from the Cricket World Cup?
Yeah. Their bowling's, they're great guys, good luck to them. No one wants to be harsh, but you've got to be honest rather than patronise them. They want to be treated like a proper international side. The bowling's really, really poor, and it's incredible that they do so well, bearing in mind the standard of their bowling.
Guman says, did anyone expect Wahab to be the fastest bowler of the World Cup?
No, amazing. Brilliant. Just one thing with that though, since he was timed at 155, and he's been over 150 a few times, he's bowled a wee bit short. I think he's got to his head a little bit. He's still a swing bowler. That's what he's dangerous doing. He should just bowl those in-swinging Yorkers, and he's a world beater.
But he's sort of come from out of nowhere, I guess, as far as the speed goes.
They are an amazing side. Can you imagine any other side in the world? You took all these big name players out of them. You know, well, Junaid Khan would have been here.
Yeah.
Umar Gul a little while ago might have been here. Mohamed Asif, oh my Lord Almighty. Mohamed Asif, that's Swan, Mohamed Amir, Saeed Ajmal, all these guys might have been here. So I just carry on?
Yeah.
I think it's going to attack Kelly, the camera woman.
I'm a bit worried.
I'm not, it's going to be fun.
This is... Okay, we've got to keep going because it's going to take forever.
How can we keep going?
We're going to do it. Okay.
Okay,
English Nick asks,
nothing to see here.
which quarterfinal are you most excited by? What do you think? Which one are you more excited by?
Australia-Pakistan.
Yeah?
4 left arm pace bowlers bowling over 150
Yeah.
Ks. Unpredictable Pakistan side as ever. That's going to be brilliant.
Yeah. I do think that South Africa, Sri Lanka is going to be interesting because Sri Lanka have shown their ability to kind of win tough, win ugly, I guess. Tim Wigmore says,
Here we go.
as an Englishman, I think this is you, do you feel embarrassed that it's the ECB who are leading the push for a 10-team World Cup?
Interesting, we've both got British passports, we've both got other ones as well, so don't you try and get out of it.
Okay.
No, of course I don't. I mean, there are lots of things that happen in Britain that I don't approve of. It doesn't make me ashamed or embarrassed, of course it doesn't. We just must redouble our efforts and continue the fight to make sure that it's not a 10-team World Cup. And you, Wiggo, have done that admirably so far.
Yes, you have. Pierce says, do Pakistan have the best bowling attack in the World Cup considering they are missing most of their frontline bowlers? Well, that's...
They're amazing, they're an admirable side. I don't know how they keep doing it.
Yeah.
Not sure I wouldn't rather, all things considered, have the Australian attack, or maybe even the New Zealand attack's amazing as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
The problem with Pakistan is they haven't got very many batsmen.
Danny says, which England player would George Dobell nominate to swim with the Sharks wearing a suit of meat?
I wouldn't say that to any of them because I think they're a really nice bunch and they've done the best and been beaten. I think it's sad.
I think you'd probably suggest they should go swim with dolphins instead and relax.
I would. And then milk a cow. One of the reasons I'll never be coach.
Scott says, if you were one of the big 3 reps or Dave Richardson, how would you celebrate Ireland being knocked out?
With a Guinness.
With a Guinness while you had your little set of leprechaun voodoo dolls in front of you.
I guess it would have embarrassed them a wee bit more had they got through.
Given a chance, would Melinda Farrell go on a date with Shapur?
Given a chance, I would.
He would more than me.